Thank you very much. So I can read your face that you are now expecting a delicious lunch, so don't worry, I'll not take much of your time. Okay. Thank you very much again for the opportunities. And my today keynote is a little different. It's not the core technical things, but it's a little different. I just prepare from my bottom of my heart, like my feeling. So there's always a hype and the reality of artificial intelligence. We talk a lot, and we also listen a lot of news about the artificial intelligence. So from my perspectives, what are the hypes and the realities of artificial intelligence, that I will try to just cover it up within 20 to 21 minutes. Next year. Yeah, okay. Okay, so the keywords for my keynotes is the hype, reality, and national development, and of course, the role of artificial intelligence, that I'll try to confine my keynotes in these three words. See, there's no doubt there's always the argument between the human and AI who will win. We hear a lot that after a decade, all the human or humanity will be replaced by the machine. Even the Yuval Noah Harari, in his latest book, Nexus, he has just given the impression that humanity is in the threat. But I have read that book, but my perspective is that it is his view, right? But I still have the different perspectives. And the problem is the comparing between humans and AI. Always you will find the problem when you compare it. Who is good or who is bad, right? Let's give an example. We have the Professor Dr. Sudanza in the first row. So he was my student. Now we have become the colleague working in the same institute. We have a very good relationship. But if you compare who is good, Sudanza or Manish Pokharel, then there will be the conflict, right? So comparison between the machine and the humanities is the main reason of the problems. That is my perspectives. And the fact is, when it was coined in 1956 by John McCarthy in Dartmouth Conference about AI, it was conceived to create an intelligent machine for humans, not to replace them. The strategy or the target or the aim, when this term was coined in 1956, the objective was not to replace or to threat the humanities, okay? And AI for the humans and humans for the AI. That was the main motive. And again, the fact that I would like to say about the fact is why I am in that argument, because machine knows everything but understand nothing, right? Machine knows everything but understand nothing. And I do not believe it is a miracle machine. Someone has written in some book, it is alien intelligence, AI. They have renamed it from the artificial to the alien intelligence. That is their view. Okay, and I simply believe that it is a power tool to empower the humanities. Yes, and cannot be the humans, or the intelligence cannot be the conscious. Why? Because humans know more than humans can tell, right? Your brain has a capacity of storing many things, but at the time when you have to say some things, you may not be able to tell whatever the things are in your brain. So humans can know more than humans can tell. And another fact is, neither the consciousness nor the intelligence is a computational process. We do not have any predefined computational process that can compute the intelligence or consciousness. And also there is no parameters. See, this is, let me tell you, I am not discouraging the use of AI. I'm just telling the fact that what I have seen. There's no parameter to validate whether the machine is conscious or not. And let me take you the flashback. You know, many people, they got confused between the smart, intelligence, and the creativity. Why? Because AlphaGo, you might have heard, the AlphaGo in 2015 or 16, the AlphaGo, the machine that defeated Lee Sedol from the South Korea in the Go game, right? And AlphaFold, like it was to just restock the protein. But still there is a doubt whether it's a creative, smart, or the intelligence. I have just heard one keynote by the Stuart Russell, the professor from the UC Berkeley. He was also just telling that we have the confusion between the smart and intelligence. Let's not go on that part. That we'll talk during the lunch time if there's anything there. And let us talk about the machine usefulness, not only machine intelligence. That is the flashback. Okay, so let me draw your attention, my dear audience. What are the hypes from my perspectives? In 1970, Marvin Minsky, the co-organizer of Dartmouth Conference, he had coined the term called artificial general intelligence, and he has said within a couple of years or a maximum after 10 years, the intelligence of machine will surpass the humanities. 1970. Now we are 2025, 55 years past, but we are still in first or second maturity level of the AGI, right? So 55 years is already past, but still we have not achieved the huge breakthroughs in the AGI. 1980s expert systems and 2000s ANI has coined. At the same time, 1987, the concept of self-driving car was coined, and it was tested in Germany, 1987. But it's still now it's struggling for the perfect self-driving car, right? In 1997, May, Deep Blue from IBM defeated the Garry Kasparov in the chess. It was in 1997. And the second breakthrough happened in 2016, that Google's DeepMind, as I have said, they defeated the Lee Sedol, right? So now, 19 years. Now, how can I believe like the possibilities of super intelligence or singularity will happen very soon? I'm not saying that it will not happen, but as it was expected, it will take a time. And let me also tell you that the fact is, the money or the fund on AGI research is already 10 times more than the Manhattan Project. Manhattan Project is one of the expensive projects in the world. So 10 times more than Manhattan and 100 times more than Big Bang Theory's lab. So money also was spent and time also was spent, but still we are in the primitive stage of the AGI. That's what I like to tell. And what is the reality then? So the reality is, no doubt, as I have said during the opening remarks, AI has enormous potential to empower us, but we are burning our energy to replace us. Why do you want, or why do we want to burn our energy just to replace us? There are so many things we have to do. There are so many challenges that we can address from the potential of artificial intelligence. Why don't we pay attention on that? So that is my feeling. And as I have said, we have to be smart and the fast enough to align the potential of AI for the betterment. What exactly is needed in our country? What is needed in the beta mode? What challenges that we want to address from the potential of artificial intelligence? Let's do the research on that part. Okay, so that is my feeling. Otherwise, if we are late of using the potential of AI, as I have said before also, someone will hack or manipulate it with AI to us. So that is the reality. And also, I'll go very quick on this one. This I'll not talk much because I have read in Economist 26, 2025, the threat that we say that our job will be replaced by the machines, but why AI has not taken your job? Just, there's very good articles written in this 1 or 2 months back. Because we are very good, humans are very good at most of the what we do. So that is the fact. And also, I have just read one book written by one of this British, professor from the Cambridge. It's a mathematical intelligence. In that book, the theme of that book was, we have that machine to not. It's a mathematical intelligence. So that it will take a long time, but we are burning our energy. Okay, so I'll go first because the way we're thinking is different than machines. Maybe the next times when Mr. Sunil Sharma will invite me again, then that time I'll talk much about this one. Okay, because I was just given a signal from the hotel that the rice is getting cold. Okay. Okay, so now, but even the rice is getting cold, but I have to be little fast, okay, I'm talking about this one. We talk a lot about industrial revolution, right? And this I have made. The agricultural revolution was the era of the muscle. Going to the farm, going to the field, using the plow, right? Guiding this ox, right? So that time. Then the first industrial revolution 1.0, the steam engine or locomotive engine, the first industrial. Then second industrial revolution 2.0 for the electricities. Then the third, computer. 4, sensor. Now, still we have not achieved what we have targeted. You know why? Because in the Industrial Revolution 4.0, we have ignored the presence of the talent of the humanities. We just depend upon the machine. We have considered the machine in the other way around, not to empower us, but to replace us. So Industry Revolution 5.0, they talk about the human again. See the cycle. It started from the human and now coming back to the human. So it is a merge of the hybrid intelligence. That is what we needed right now. The potential of machines and the humans, okay? So you can see the pictorial view of the hybrid intelligence, this one. Okay, and which one is to be recommended? This I'll skip this one because, okay, now, I'm just coming at the end of my presentations. AI for the national development. Since I am teacher, so you may find me little biased. I'm not the data bias or algorithm bias, but I'm little biased on my professional. So I always give a high priority for the educations. So education is a fundamental thing that has to be given high priority, okay? So now look at here. Are we investing in making it more aligned with what we need? Do we know what we need in beta mode? What exactly is needed in our country? The first we should know what we need. Then only we can map the potential of AI for that things. So my perspective is, in the phase 1, we have to give a high priority for the AI for the health systems. AI for the educations, because I have underlined the education because this is the fundamental things and the foundation things, and also agriculture. And after phase 1, then we move to the phase 2. You can add some more tourisms or the smart cities or whatever that we need, okay? So we can give the phase 1 and phase 2 for our national development. Now, education, as I have been telling, that we have to redefine the education, because the educations which we have learned, which we have understood, that was a long back, but we have to restructure, rewire the education systems. And you know, the Moore's law, right? The Moore's law of education, you can see like all these education ecosystems. It was a pentagon a couple of years back. Now it has become the hexagon. That we'll talk a little more about during the lunchtime. Now, how do we prepare for the future? For the national development, to make our country pride or in the high level for using the AI, our education should not be the instructions, but it should be explorations. What will happen otherwise? Machines are very good in executing instructions better than humans. And if we do not shift from instruction exploration, then the machine will be everywhere. If we are not smart enough to change or rebuild the education systems, right, then machine will be there. So the exploration based is the keyword, and also being a student of technology, I still do not believe that it has some miracle or the magic stick to address everything. So it is not everything. And the reality is we should not fight with AI integrations. You know, we are spending our all efforts in the wrong battle. The battle which does not give you any significant outcomes. AI is being framed as the enemy of education, blamed for eroding the critical thinking. I do not believe, because last month I had given one interview at Kantipur. I was asked whether the AI kills the creativity. I said no. AI does not kill the. It was only, we have blamed the AI, right? And also plagiarisms and displacing this human teachers. I do not believe on that. But we have to prepare ourselves in the age of AI. The skills like AI skills, we have to identify AI tools and the questionings. The human has a very, the curiosity and the questionings, these are the arms for the human to survive for a long time. We should not stop asking the question. We should not give up the curiosity. See, there was only one curiosity in the Mahabharata. When the Arjuna asked the Krishna, why should I kill all my relatives? That was a single question. Why should I kill all my relatives? Right? Dronacharya, everyone was relatives. And that one question made the entire Mahabharata. So the curiosity is needed. Okay, also the human interaction is needed. Yes, again, I'll not read all the text. No. It is not possible, because I have just seen one podcast by one of the professor from the Cambridge a couple of days back. They have just said that you cannot replace the teachers. Okay, then for the AI for education and education AI and personalized learning is needed. And let me share you one thing. Just few weeks back, the concept came to my mind, and I like to share. See, we have to be very, very proud. The concept of personalized learning is not the new. The Gurukul Shiksha, if you just go back and read, Gurukula Shiksha, like, there was a concept of the personalized learning, right? So this is what we also have to do. Okay, so now AI for health and also AI for agriculture. I have given the high priority because the health is one of the big challenges that we have in our country because of the different terrain, and the agriculture is another challenges. So let's emphasize, let's give a high priority for those two areas. So way out is we have to build the AI-based infrastructures and providing the high quality health service with the concept of the potential of AI, and also increase the productivity in agriculture. Now, what is our role then? It is easy to say that it has to be done, but what is our responsibilities as an academician or researcher or student? We have to find the problems. Then we have to decide the solutions. Then once the problem is identified and once we have come to the conclusion of the steps to the solve, then only we have to go for the AI. Most of the times what we do the mistake is first we bring the technology, then we explore how the technology can be used. No. We should know what is the problem and which technology can be used, right? So that is the things. And also the health informatics is needed because at Kathmandu University we have health with the ICT and mostly on the AI. So that is needed. Then 5 I's. Innovation is needed. Invention is needed. Incubation is needed. Investment and industrializations. So these are the things that we do need if we really want to give solutions for the problems that we have in our country. Okay, and let me share what we are doing at Kathmandu universities for this national development. We have just started the DPI, Digital Public Infrastructures. We have just started this one. And DPI is the fundamental base aligned for this artificial intelligence with all the 3 pillars. And so this is what we have done. And also, we have the IoT research lab at Kathmandu University. And when it was coined, the main purpose was to support the country. To support the country for the AI ecosystems. And this was established in 2024, May 30, right? Yeah. And this lab was established, and the main intention of this lab was to increase more and more research on the IoT and AI for the national development. And this was, the leader of this one is, we have the Professor Dr. Sudan Jha, sir. So he is, sir, please stand up. You are the Amitabh Bachchan of this event. Okay. So he has coined this one, and we are working on that. Okay, so now, don't worry, only 2 slides. Okay, so how do we stop talking much about AI? We talk a lot. You know, we talk a lot. Let's discuss more on implementations. For the timing, forget about general intelligence and super intelligence. It's good to know, right? But give a high priority for the narrow intelligence. We don't have a time for the awareness. Go for the alertness. Do not say that AI is needed. Say that if you don't use this one, give the alertness, give the alarming. That is what we need. Stop what? Let's not talk about what is AI, what is random forest, what is, no, that we don't need, right? How and why, that we need. And as I have said, education system also has to be reoriented, and otherwise we will be under the technical colonizations that I have already said. So what is the take-home message before the lunch is, AI was conceived to create intelligent machine for humans, not to replace them. or that's though also that's the mistakes them. Okay, so that is a message. And the second one is human intellect plus machine intelligence for the machine usefulness. I cannot guarantee if someone says all the intelligent machine is the usefulness. So we have to add one more parameter, usefulness, to empower the humans, not to replace them. And let us stop working on that technology which will be the threat if it falls in other hand. I don't know whether I can make it clear or not. We are doing sometimes, with due respect to all the researchers, let me tell you that we are